This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions.
Not even a little bit. Hold on. Know yourself. Know your work. My actions being louder than my words.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now back to throw. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk!
And he fires one, but incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 22-yard scamper. And the Lions will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Eagles 9. Jack Fox kicking off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 right at the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here early drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
3rd down and 4.
Good, set. Hey, let's go. Like a hornet. Hey, let's go.
Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Very nicely done there on the reception. And what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
63. Hey, 73.
They go play action with Hurts. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's Hurts to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Smith will come in motion right.
Tiger swarm. Delta.
Throwing is Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Let's go now.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they on one line that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and
5. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
60 Maverick, 60 Cougar 19.
He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Let's take it inside his own 40. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting into their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get into him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Lions take over.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That'll be caught by St. Brown. And well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Keep moving, keep moving.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
An extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Eagles have it. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, did you practice in that color jersey all week? Now the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Lions will take over.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only go to the sidelines hoping to get in the bounds. Here in the middle of the field, still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, set! Cougar 19! Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. You definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Second and 10.
Lions. Bronco 80.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gain here is the 37 on third down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And this is taken in at the 5. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that right back to the locker room just a little more animated.
63.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, for the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they delivered.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll throw now on the final play. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Play action. Here's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, Eagles.
Great, set.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes third down at 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Hey, let's go. Alpha.
Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On second and 10, Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Gain on the play. It's fourth down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Here's in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an inconversion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. Third and long.
It's third down.
They'll set up a throw. Got him in. It's Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 35-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here we go. Shot.
They go play action here on 1st down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
It's another Detroit Lions 1st down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at
19,
the 34-yard
19
line.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. 60 by 80.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Let's go. Trim it.
Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
It's 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 16 out of that, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. That
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Hurts sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
After the sack on first down, Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
They go play action with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there on 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second down and goal. Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead down to 20.
Eagles 10.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now they'll change things up. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. And that a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 21 yards away. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Play after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Eagles 10. Jack Fox, the kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a couple. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Ready, break. Ready.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had a fighting claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
44. Eagles 10. Jack Fox, the kickoff.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the 33.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to it as he released it, and it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
To number 46. That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Going silver, ready? Hey, 73. Nope.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Eagles
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back to throw again. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Right there, you went 73, 73. Hey, easy, 63, 63, back. $63. No touch.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Lions 44, Eagles 17.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards on the ground.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team